4 players, 3 rounds, only 1 chance to win. The challenge? Create an unforgettable contraption created from the mystery items in these chests before time runs out. Our distinguished panel of judges will critique their work, and one by one they must face the dreaded wrenching block. Who will win the grand prize, and who will be wrenched? Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 3 of Wrenched. Today we have 4 new competitors, a new set of mystery items, and a couple new judges getting ready for another round of Wrenched. Let's go ahead and introduce our competitors. First up, Amadornis. Amadornis, come on down. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Amadornis. I make MC Multipart, which is hopefully soon going to be a part of Forge. And, well, I make some other mods. I also stream.
Cool. Welcome
I do
to Wrenched.
lots of stuff.
Very cool. Next up, we have Gaming on Caffeine.
Hey, I'm Isaac, aka Gaming on Caffeine. I make YouTube videos of Minecraft, usually modded. And yeah.
Very cool. Well, welcome to Wrenched. Our next competitor, T-Love Tech.
Hello.
Welcome, T-Love.
What's up? I'm
Who are
T-Love
you?
Tech. I am a content creator. I do streaming on beam.pro, and I also use Discord. Please don't shoot me.
Uh-oh. Welcome aboard, T-Love, who actually volunteered to be tortured in this game. And finally, Mystic Drew.
Hey everybody, I am a mod developer. I work on JourneyMap, and I am also a Twitch streamer.
Cool. Welcome aboard. Go and pick whichever platform is still available. All right, competitors, I'm sure you all know the rules, but just as a brief refresher, in the center of each platform is a chest with 4 mystery items inside. You must use those 4 mystery items to build a cohesive machine or contraption. At the end of a 30-minute timer, you will be judged by our 3 judges on the following 3 criteria: design, how good your machine looks; functionality, how well it works; and creativity, meaning how creative were you in the use of the 4 mystery items you were given. You must build on the colored section of your platforms. It is discouraged to build outside that area, so please stay within the colored section of your platforms. And are there any questions or concerns before we start?
I'm good.
All right,
ready.
then contestants, go ahead and look in your mystery chests. And today, for round 1 of Wrenched, episode 3, you must use warp item ducts from Thermal Dynamics, circuit plates from Project Red, structural Mark 1 upgrades from Jabba, and detectors from Railcraft. Just as a note on the structural Mark 1 upgrades, you are not limited to only having 1 upgrade. If you want to upgrade to Mark 2 or 3 or 4, you are more than welcome to. Contestants, 30 minutes are on the clock. I wish you luck. Your time starts now. All right, guys. Today we have 3 new judges. Well, let's take a look. Slowpoke 101, an old staple on the Wrench series. Welcome back again, Mr. Slowpoke.
Hey, Di, how are you?
Good. What did you think of the mystery chest items?
I am really looking forward to see what we got here because there's literally no direction with these 4 items. I think, like, apart from maybe the detector item, like it's a very open round. I feel we got here, so I'm really looking forward to see what we get.
Thank you. Sounds good. Next up, Raj Ascent, the winner of the very first game of Wrenched. Welcome back, Raj.
Thanks, Dyer. How you doing today?
Good. A esteemed member of We All Playcast on Twitch, and I'm happy to see it. What do you think of the mystery items? Now that you've successfully completed a round of Wrenched, would you have any idea what to use these things for?
I actually do like the direction that we have with this. There's so many different potential builds that we can see items.
Right.
There's so many different ways to automate this. So I'm interested to see what kind of things we're going to have for the builds this round.
Correct. I just want to point out, like, a purposely went with the structural upgrade instead of one of the particular types of upgrades because really they could do anything. I mean, if they use that structural upgrade just to give themselves more storage inside of a barrel, I'd be kind of like, all right, that's cool. But if they did something with like a B space upgrade or the redstone upgrade or even the hopper upgrade, that might be a little bit more interesting, right? So
I completely agree with that. I think it'd be really nice to see the different type of an upgrade to it.
right, yeah. So that would lean towards creativity on my point. Like if they just did a storage upgrade, okay, cool, thanks. Like you didn't, that wasn't. I mean, you used it, sure, but it wasn't very creative. But
I
we'll
agree.
see. I mean, we've got 4 competitors for this round, so we'll see what happens. And finally, CPW is here with Katie again. Hey, hey.
Hello. Hello.
How you doing, CPW?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I'm reviewing Amadorn's pull request in the background here.
Oh yeah, I know. I heard. So correct me if I'm wrong, but he is helping to integrate multi-parts into Forge.
He built MC Multipart, and we think it's probably in good enough shape to merge into Forge. So Forge will have support for multiparts out of the gate.
That's cool.
And faffing around with libraries. We'll see. I've got to review what he's done. There's quite a lot of work here, obviously. So, and no doubt Lex will take a final look and be the ultimate arbiter. But yeah, no, I'm going to take a look. I'll be doing that in the background while we're watching people build. So
Fair enough. That sounds cool. I mean, I'm not even a mod developer, but I have nightmares about Lex reviewing my code. So.
That's all right.
So
Okay.
fair enough. So that's going to be a 1.9 of Forge, I presume, right?
194 is what it looks like it's targeted at. Yeah, so
Very cool.
should be good. So.
All right. So let's get into Wrenched here and see what these competitors are up to. I see Mystic Drew probably just doing a little bit of crafting, re-investigating. Oh, he's got some stuff in here. Oh, oak barricades. Interesting. Not sure what he's planning. Gaming on Caffeine also just getting some crafting done. Nobody's really even placed any blocks on their platforms yet, so we haven't even seen anything happen. But I do see Amadornis doing a little bit of smelting in here. Oh, he's making bricks. Interesting. What would he be using bricks for? Any guesses?
Bricks.
Bricks,
Which bricks is he
probably
using?
item detectors of various kinds. The various Railcraft detector items use bricks.
Interesting. Yeah, well, I mean, one of them does, but the item detector just uses wood, so he might be going a different route.
It's the dispenser item dispenser, I think it is. That bricks.
Gotcha. Well, they're only 5 minutes into this round so far, but I'm surprised we haven't seen a single block placed yet. So let's go ahead and come back here in a moment after a little bit of time has elapsed. So it looks like Gaming on Caffeine has been the first one to place items in his platform. He made a coke oven. Interesting. I hope he doesn't think that he needs to make his own creosote, because we do have creosote available to him.
Yes, there's an infinite tank of it right here.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out very quickly.
Yep.
Yeah, indeed.
I don't think that would be the case, because if it would be the case, I would have imagined he'd have brought coal down with him to feed into
Yeah,
the
put
coke
it right
oven.
in there.
Well, it'd have to be charcoal.
Yeah.
He also started smelting bricks, which is
He
interesting.
did, yeah.
So maybe that's what they're using the bricks for, is they're both making coke ovens?
Possibly, yes.
Yeah,
they're
Amadornis
making
has placed a
ovens.
coke oven in the world as well.
Well, one of the common builds of Railcraft is to use coke oven to keep stocked up.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see. We'll be back.
Okay, cool.
So guys, looks like we have some activity going on. 10 minutes into the challenge. 19 minutes remain here. T-Love's building some kind of platform. And the other 3 competitors, Amadornis has his item detector down in his track. Mystic Drew has some track down and an item detector, as does Gaming on Caffeine has an item detector down, and I thought I saw him placing track, but maybe not just yet. And his coke oven is running, making some coal coke. So that's interesting. Just as a reminder, guys, in case any of the judges aren't aware, but the item detector is actually pretty powerful because it has multiple modes. You can choose whether to detect any items. You can filter it. You can have at least a certain number of items, or at most, or exactly a certain number of items, less than, greater than. So, I mean, there's a lot of options for how you do stuff. Not empty, analog, empty, full, anything. So pretty much there's about 10 different ways to use that item detector. It's not just, one option. So I'm interested to see what some of the different options are used. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I think like when I used to use it in old school builds, we used to use it like pre-Steve's carts.
Right.
That was a really nice way of getting farms to start and stop production.
Sure, yeah.
But that's going back a couple of years, that at least 3 years maybe.
Cool. Looks like we've got a state cell down under Amadornis' platform.
I was really hoping we'd see somebody use something that wasn't just like an AND gate or an OR gate. So
Right, and there's a pressure plate on top of it, which is cool. So it looks like he's going to do some kind of pressure plate-based state cell build, which I agree. I was hoping to see something a little bit more complex than like a NOT gate, right?
yeah.
Interesting. All right, we'll be back in a moment here. I think in just a minute or two we can start pulling these guys in and see what their plans are for their builds.
So
All right, guys, we're back with just about halfway done here. Slow, let's grab some people and see what they're thinking.
Okay. Let's go grab Amadorns, I think.
Okay.
User was moved.
Hey, Amadorns.
Hello.
So we're all kind of wondering what your thought process is. What are you thinking with these items, and what are you planning to build?
I'm not quite sure yet, but I was hoping, since I made a coke oven by accident, that I could possibly use it in my build somewhere as probably the source for the items, then send them by minecart to another place, and then pick them up and send them with item ducts into a barrel.
Sounds interesting. Okay. Yeah, we were all wondering if people were going to make those for their build, or if they didn't realize there was creative tank of creosote on the platform.
Yeah, I didn't quite know this.
Okay. Cool. Well, we'll let you get back to work because you've already set yourself behind a little bit. So you've got 13 and a half minutes remaining.
All right.
All right, Slow. Let's grab Gaming on Caffeine next. Mr. Isaac.
User was moved out of your channel. User was moved to your
He
channel.
will just need to unmute if he can.
Okay. Isaac, how's it going?
I don't think he can hear you yet.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going,
Hello.
bud?
I'm doing good. I am frantically trying to make sure I know what I'm going to craft right now. But it's going well, I would say.
You have a plan for your build, or are you still formulating that?
Kind of still formulating it. I'm trying to figure out if there's like because we've got the item detector, right, from Railcraft,
Right.
which it emits a redstone signal, and I'm trying to come up with a way that I can use that effectively without it just being like a redstone signal that just activates every couple of seconds, like just a pseudo timer.
Okay.
So that's currently the stage that I'm at. But other than that, I'm thinking Britannia is the way I'm going to go for like my overall like functionality. It's going to be something to do with Britannia here.
I did notice you get the Britannia achievement for opening the book, so I am interested to see, but you only have about 12 minutes left. So.
Yep.
So, recommendation, make sure to get all the mystery items on the platform before you do anything fancier than that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I got this.
Gotcha.
All right.
So Mystic Drew has some stuff going on Slow, so I want to talk to him because he's got some. He's kind of got everything going.
User was
Okay,
moved
here's
to your
Mystic Drew
channel.
now.
Hey Mystic, what's cooking?
I'm having a kind of a tough time with this detector,
Uh-oh.
but I will get something going on.
Yeah. What's the struggle at the moment?
Don't remember exactly how they work,
Gotcha.
but I just got it kind of working. I need to figure out what to do when it fires.
Fair enough. Well, 12 minutes remain. I wish you would.
And let's get T-Love in yet?
Yeah. I wanna tease T-Love because he really said he wanted to play. T-Love,
Hey, T-Love.
are you regretting your decision to volunteer yourself for Wrenched yet?
I'm so regretting it.
30 minutes seems
I've
like a
done
long time, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. I never thought it seemed like a long time. And it's way worse than what it really is, and I think I just messed up something even more.
Uh-oh.
So,
Well,
yeah,
you've only
you
got
had
11
a
minutes
build, and
left.
it's
What
been-
are you making?
Well, I was thinking of something simple, and then it became much more complicated.
Yeah.
It's 30 minutes is not even close to enough time. It's not even enough time to really even think of what you really want to do because you're in a panic because you're trying to run around, think about like, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Oh, I need this. No, I didn't need that. Oh, do I need this? No, I didn't need that. You're in a constant state of panic, and I just like used up all of my plates
Uh-oh. Cool.
by
Well,
accident.
I wish you luck. You've got about 11 minutes remaining, just shy of.
Okay.
All right. So we will be back in a few minutes here, guys, as the timer starts to get close to the end, and we'll see what these guys come up with.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're back. So it looks like Gaming on Caffeine has some stuff going on. He's got coal inside of a barrel with warp item ducts going up to an item dropper. He's got some red alloy wire with a detector hooked up, a cart on some tracks. So he's definitely moving along well. Mystic Drew seems to have broken and rebuilt his design like 5 times now. I see a hopper upgrade on his barrel.
Sweet.
Yep. So
Hopper
that's
upgrades
cool.
are good.
Yeah, so he's definitely hooked up a hopper upgrade. So Amadornis has used his item detector to craft an item loader. So if we look at the item loader recipe, we'll see that item loaders use item detectors. So this is a valid use of the item loader. He used it as a different machine, which is cool. And then T-Love, I don't see anything track related yet. He's still building out his warp item ducts, it looks like. And thus far, I see T-Love and Mystic Drew have hooked up their warp item ducts to power. Amadornis hasn't placed his yet, and Isaac doesn't have it hooked up to power. It'll still work without power, it's just very slow. So, I mean, I don't know. We'd probably knock off a few functionality points, because the difference between an unpowered warp item duct and a regular item duct is nothing. But only a few points. He does get it placed on the map.
He has got his timer down now, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not sure the timer's doing anything.
Yep, but we'll see. They still have 5 minutes left, so there's still a lot of time to get going here.
He has got... Did he put the structural upgrade on it? He has put it on. I don't think it's actually using anything, though.
Gotcha.
Yes,
I think he just made it. It's in there. It's used for. It looks like more items in the stack. So not super creative, but he did.
No,
use
that's
it.
kind of like.
Right. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, he used it. Right. It's better than nothing.
It's valid.
Yeah. So they've only got about 5 minutes left. So I'm gonna go give them a 5-minute warning, and just want to let everybody know to start panicking. You have less than 5 minutes remaining.
Oh, we were panicking already?
No. Now's the time to panic.
Down, right.
So
Yeah,
all
he
right,
has
so they've
got
been
all
warned.
4 items
T-Love
down.
is doing nothing.
However, yeah, the detector isn't really functional, is it, at the moment?
Oh.
What's that?
The item detector on Isaac's build is not functional. Doing anything, is it?
Yeah, no, it's functional. The cart's not moving, but once it looks like the item detector is going to somehow be used to drop the items and activate the dropper, would be my guess.
Yeah, so he's using the rail cart as sort of a
timer?
Yeah.
That's a very weird way to do it, but
Nothing wrong with that. That's quite a cool idea, actually.
yeah. But he's also got a timer on the platform.
Which you could just
can't
run
have
a
enough
redstone
timers.
signal from. Like, a piece of wire just from one to the other, and that would,
Yep, and the servo's currently misconfigured with the timer. It's pulling out regardless of the redstone signal. So
Yeah,
hopefully
that's
he'll
what it
fix
was like the timer's doing nothing at the moment.
Right. If he changes the servo's config to be, activate on high redstone signal instead of low, then it will be doing something.
And it's set for like 2 minutes, that timer.
Yeah, it's a good long length.
I'd be interested to see what the logic is behind that.
Yeah, we'll see. So Mystic Drew is building out some stuff, it looks like, but they've only got 3 minutes left, so they really need to start putting their finishing touches down. And a couple of these guys haven't used all 4 items yet, so...
No, T-Love has got 1, 2 items in place. Has he used the detector?
The plates is 3, so he's got jabber barrels, although he's got no upgrade.
Yeah, but he hasn't put an upgrade in, has he?
He's just used the upgrade and not actually done anything with it.
Yeah, that doesn't count as far as I'm concerned.
Yep. So we'll see. So they've got 3 minutes left. We'll come back at the 1 minute mark and
Amadornis has got something interesting going on.
Amadornis does?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he's got something going.
The T-Love's put down the item detector and it does nothing.
Yes.
There's nothing for it to detect at all.
Right. So I guess we'll see because they don't have much time left. We'll see what happens. 2 minutes and we'll be back. So it looks like there's only 1 minute left. We're going to pull these guys in about 10 seconds. But before we do, I want to comment on where they're at. T-Love, I'm a little bit worried about T-Love, guys.
I am too.
I'm
yeah,
me
worried. Too.
But Isaac seems to have like the most functional build, one of the most. And Mystic Drew's actually looking pretty good too. Looks like Mystic Drew went ahead and made an item unloader, which is cool because that's a valid use of the item detector. And then Amadornis is looking good. So 30 seconds slow. Let's pull them in.
Yeah. I have to say, I can't get the feeling they found this challenge harder than we expected them to.
Yeah, I mean, it's very open-ended, and sometimes when it's so open-ended, you're like, I don't know what to do with this.
Right, I'm going to bring them in now.
Okay.
User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel. User was
There
moved
you
to
go.
your
All right, guys, I hope you've got your finishing touches going down, because you have less than 10 seconds remaining. So now's the time.
Wow.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Stop building. Stop working. Go ahead and head up to the judging platform, please. All right, contestants, you had to build something cool using an item detector from Railcraft, a structural Mark 1 upgrade from Java, circuit plates, and warp item ducts. How did you find this challenge?
I have no words.
No words.
Yeah,
Really
it was interesting.
Was it too open-ended, is the question. Maybe. Well, let's go ahead and
Maybe.
check out some of your builds. Let's head on over to the green platform. I believe this was Mystic Drew. Mystic Drew, go ahead and let us know what you've built.
Well, I was going to build an item routing with the cart, and with the item unloader here, I was going to have it run up to Better Barrel with the hopper upgrade on it to put it back in the cart, and just kind of had this loop. But
Okay.
I ran out of time and didn't finish.
Gotcha. So, did you use the circuit plates anywhere?
No, I didn't
Okay.
get that far.
And then the warp item duct is placed, but not really used.
Yeah,
And the structural upgrade, you used the item hopper upgrade.
correct.
Okay, judges?
Well,
There's
obviously
not
we're
really
missing
in
two items, aren't we, for a start?
Yeah.
And this doesn't work in any way, shape, or form, does it?
Nope, not yet.
No.
What was your plan for making the cart go?
I was going to I have power rails in my inventory to put it on.
Okay, so you just use
So
power
you-
racks. Okay.
I'm assuming you really struggled with this then.
Yeah,
Because
I
we
don't
saw you
use
change your mind
Railcraft
like
that
4 or
often.
5 times through the build. Like,
Yeah,
It was weird.
I don't use Railcraft that often, so.
right, okay.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
I do like the hopper upgrade on the barrel, though. I do enjoy that. That was a nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was
Nice
definitely
touch.
good. We
And
all
you
kind of
done
commented
the,
that we'd hope to see some
detection
kind of
to
unique
focus,
upgrades
yeah.
on the barrels. So, all right, let's head on over to Amadornis' platform. All right, Amadornis, what have you done?
Okay, so this is the useless machine of doom.
Nice.
Right now, it's set up to take items from somewhere. The item ducts aren't actually connected, but it was supposed, in theory, to put coal into the coke oven, then send the coal coke down this line. It would come here, and it would fuel a furnace that would turn logs into charcoal to feed the coal coke oven again. Then the cart would go back, and the process would start again. And the timer was supposed to send the coal coke back to a buffer using the barrel with the upgrade, and then would go into a furnace.
Gotcha. So you've placed all your mystery chest items, it looks like.
Yeah.
But some of them don't have super amounts of purpose. So judges, any
The
thoughts?
structural upgrade doesn't do anything, do it?
It expands the storage.
Is it actually
It
expanding?
goes
now?
round.
Yeah, I made sure that worked because I knew CPW would give me points.
Yeah, but there's no. Although the structural upgrade is on, the barrel
Not
upgrade
doing
isn't in
anything,
place,
yeah.
is it?
No, it's
Okay.
not doing anything.
The plate.
I can put some apples in if you want.
No, like
it's
even
not, the upgrade isn't actually helping.
there's no
you at
actual
all. We took
upgrade
on the
upgrade,
barrel.
it
Not
won't
right
do
now.
anything.
Yeah, so it's
okay,
there, but
that's
it's not in use.
basically. The timer isn't doing anything at the moment, is it?
No.
It was
No?
supposed to take the extraction upgrade from
Yeah.
the warp duct, but I hadn't. I didn't have enough time to make one, so
The item,
Yeah.
the advanced item unloader isn't unloading anything at the moment.
because there are no items, I don't think.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, if you put something in a cart, it would probably do something. So
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, fair
Um,
enough. Well, let's go check out Mr. Isaac Gaming on Caffeine and see what he came
Cool.
up with. All right, Isaac, what have you made using these 4 items?
Okay, so I've made a somewhat convoluted system of taking coal and feeding it to, or any kind of fuel, I guess, and feeding it to the endo flames here. We have the Java barrel with the storage upgrade. You put your coal into here. Right now, all the coal has made its way up into the item dropper. The timer is set right now to a ridiculously long time, but basically, the idea is that the timer will tell the servo here to pull the coal out of the barrel, send it through round to the item dropper, and then as the cart, as you can see here, passes over the item detector, which currently needs pushing, but don't think about that one too much. Once it passes over the item detector, it drops coal into the endo flames, which can then send mana through to the mana pool.
Okay, fair enough. Judges, what do you think?
So you're using the rail cart as a timer then?
Yes, essentially.
Okay, fair enough.
I will say that this is actually a functioning build with all the items.
Yes, it is.
It moves items with the warp item duct. It uses the timer to pull items out. Vector to fire off an event.
So the only thing I'll comment on is it's not perfectly working because the servo is in low redstone mode, not high. So it's constantly pulling out. So the timer's not really doing anything.
The timer's not doing anything, is it?
No.
No, which is a minor mistake. If you flip that to
Yeah.
high, it would work.
And I don't think the detector will work in this orientation.
The
Not quite
detector
sure.
drops.
Yeah, the detector's working.
It does?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't it used to only work on the face with the circle thingy?
No, that's the face that you hook the redstone signal up to. That's the redstone
Oh.
emitting face.
But here's a question: why isn't the ender flame picking up the coal?
Because it's not bound to the mana spreader.
Ah, okay.
So if we did this, that should work. So if you push the cart now in front, it should drop and it should absorb. In theory. Yep.
Oh yeah, there it
there we
goes.
go.
Yay.
I was about
So-
8 seconds away from getting some tracks that have
and
this
there's
card
our
go
mana.
around.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. Well, one more build to
Okay.
investigate, Mr. T-Love. Let's go see
right.
what he's done. All right, T-Love, what have you made?
Well, you know, you have a long, hard day of rent, so you come on to the platform and you turn the lights on, and you have this full inventory of cobblestone that you have no use for anymore because you don't want to be making stone anymore. So you put the cobblestone into this one right here. It's supposed to take it to this furnace, and with this wooden detector growth on top of it, and then the wooden, and then that goes there to this, and yeah. Very bad explanation. But basically, cobblestone to stone, that's as simple as it be. It does not work.
Okay, so you used the circuit plates to craft the lamps, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And
That's
the detector doesn't really do much
Nope.
of anything. The warp
This-
item
oh.
ducts are used. And then
No,
the
there's an
Java
upgrade on
upgrade you used for both of these, you upgraded the storage amount.
Yes.
Okay, so judges?
Yeah.
Does something?
I'll give a positive. I did like the fact that you used the plates to make the lights. I like
Yes,
that.
we like that.
I like
we like the TARDIS.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
we like the TARDIS.
Okay.
I might have liked to have seen them stay on until another signal triggered them to turn off, maybe a state cell of some kind. But,
Yeah, well, what happened to the state cell? There was one before.
I didn't know how to use it properly, so I just decided, hey, let's just have lights instead.
Okay.
Yeah, like a memory cell, like an
He
RS
does.
latch or something, right?
Yeah,
RS latch.
it was the where is it? It's in this inventory over here. The or not? Where'd I put it?
It's
Someone
there.
take it.
I see the state cell. Yeah.
Oh.
So,
What
all
were you
right. Well,
gonna
I
use
think
the
the
item
judges
detector for?
have.
I was
Um,
just gonna have it detect items. That's all. Not anything to do with carts.
Yeah.
Detect what items though?
Just stone. There was stone in there. Did someone click something? There was a stone. There was a stone block in there. Detect stone. Pulls it out. You know. I don't know.
But it doesn't do anything. It won't work like that.
I know it's basically a wooden growth on my furnace right now. That's all it is.
All right. So, not the
Okay.
most successful builds we've ever seen on Wrenched, but some
No,
of them
indeed.
definitely had some merit. So, judges, I think we have a little bit of deliberating to do.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
All right, judges. So, what did you think of the first round? I thought we gave them some pretty open-ended items that were pretty easy to use, but apparently not.
No, indeed.
I think it's one of those situations where you go to the grocery store and say, "What do you want to eat?" And
Yeah.
so you open up all the options, and it made it difficult.
Yeah, too open-ended made it a little bit challenging, I guess.
Possibly. I don't know. I mean, there was some direction. The item loader sort of hinted that you needed to use rails somewhat. And 3 people got the hint pretty obviously.
Right.
You know, and we had the setup for a sort of perpetual motion machine, and Amadorn's picked that up nicely.
Right.
But the other guys sort of, yeah, they didn't really get that, did they?
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, and something that I noticed several of them doing was placing stuff down and then tearing it up and redoing it, which I think that they've all probably learned now is not a good idea with a 30-minute time limit.
No.
Yeah.
Are we like, Isaac's got to go through, hasn't he? He's the only one who's like got a functional
Yeah, so
build.
Isaac, this purple, yeah, definitely purple. I mean, his build, it's a bit
It's not
silly,
the
but
greatest
there's
build
nothing
in the
wrong
world.
with it.
Yeah, it's not the greatest build, but it's a functional build of some description.
I think similarly, Amadorn's is mostly there. It's
Except it's missing.
it's using everything, but it's not quite working yet. It missed a couple of bits from
Yeah, it has a
making
couple of key points that are missing.
Right. So I think what it comes down to is Mystic Drew failed
Or
to use
T-Love.
2 of the items.
Yes.
And T-Love kind
They
of
both
failed
only
to
used
use the
2 items.
detector, and his use of the circuit plates and the structural upgrades were not super inspired. So.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, for me, like I'm really underwhelmed with the builds. But if I have to pick someone to build Wrench right now,
Well, don't say it. You guys are gonna come back in a second to announce who's getting wrenched.
I'm
You guys deliberate.
Yeah, I think I know.
We'll be
I
back
think I
in a
know
second.
where I am anyway.
Contestants, I believe our judges, after a little bit of deliberation, did come to a conclusion as to who needs to be wrenched. Judges, Raj, why don't you go ahead and deliver the news?
Okay, I must deliver the news. After some deliberation, we have decided that T-Love, you have to be wrenched. I'm sorry.
I knew it.
Oh,
I'm sorry, T-Love.
you
I
get
win
to
10
keep
bucks.
those $10.
I get to keep my $10. I get wrenched. Yeah.
Lucky you.
Coach wrenched.
So, judges, any comments on why Tilo was wrenched over anyone else?
Oh, please do tell.
Slowpoke, if you want, because I know you love.
I think we were all hoping to see a lot more creativity from everyone. To be fair, maybe as Dyer said, we let these items be a bit too open, which kind of left people lost as what to do.
Well, to be honest, I was very scatterbrained during the whole time. Like halfway through, I made something that I didn't even use.
Yeah.
And I honestly didn't know exactly. I knew what route I was going, but I didn't know what I needed, when I needed it, where I needed it. I was running around more looking for items than actually making what I wanted and thinking about what I wanted.
So, if you were to come on again, would you do things differently?
Yes, I would do
Good.
things differently.
Yeah, I think
So-
sometimes, even though it sounds like a bad idea, you might want to just spend a few minutes thinking about what you're going to make while doing menial tasks like smelting iron and gold and what other resources you think you might need. Just
But I was doing that.
For anybody that's watching this on YouTube, I kind of want to say this. Like, the 4 contestants here, I actually know all 4 of them really well. Well, I know 3 of them really well, at least. And the people watching may be a little bit underwhelmed with the builds here, but maybe this will tell you that this is a lot harder than you think it is, because these are all very, very experienced builders. They all know what they're doing. So...
Yeah, and I'm very slow in general. I'm actually very slow when it comes to doing my builds because I actually like doing the details and actually going in sprinting head first into everything. It's really hard. In 30 minutes, 30 minutes may seem long. When you're watching the episode and you can scroll through the episode, it goes by pretty slowly. But when you're actually in the heat of it, it is blazingly fast.
I think everybody we know that's taking part has said that 30 minutes is just like, oh my wow, it's gone.
And I'll just comment on the 30 minutes. It's supposed to be a challenge. Like, there's a
that's
reason
the
that
point
it's
of
a strict time frame, and we want it to feel challenging and heart racing, right? Like, we don't want to make it an hour. Yes, we would get better builds if we gave the contestants more time, but I think that challenge aspect is important.
Because we've seen plenty of evidence that it can be done.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Because people have done it.
Yeah, people have
So-
made some really good builds in 30 minutes. So, all right. So, T-Love, thank you for competing. I am sorry that you're the first one wrenched. This is Direwolf20 signing off on round 1 of episode 3 of Wrenched. We'll be back next time where Mystic Gaming and Amadornis will come back to get another set of ingredients. All right, guys, take it easy.